Bro, I remember in like grade 9 or grade 10. How do I say this without getting demonetized or deplatformed? I'm allowed to talk about this, right? Like experiences. I remember like grade 9 or grade 10. I'd be driven to school. My dad worked a lot, so he organized with like someone else in my class's parents to drive me. They had this horrific old van that I jump in the back of. My dad paid them like, $100 a month or whatever for gas, or $200 a month. He lived like four houses away from me, right? The school starts at what, 8:30? They'd pick me up at 6 a.m., man, and drop me off at my high school at 6 a.m. Just completely all no idea what's going on in life, going through all the insanity of puberty, right? And his dad was like the baldest motherfucker ever, okay? So his son, who was in my grade, right? Super antisocial nerd. I'd like to think I was relatively like the cool, popular guy, right? Huge ZZ, whatever. His son was a super nerd because the dad was genuinely the biggest nerd ever. Like he was super bald, but did the whole like grow your hair all super thick here, like the George Costanza, and then would grow. I'm not joking. This sounds like this is comedy. It's not. Would grow like this part here super long and then comb it over. Like you're not tricking anybody, bro. What are you in grade 9? You're 13, right? Like you're not fooling me. I'm 13, man. I may be going through puberty. I don't even know who I am. And yet you're still not fooling me, dude. Nevertheless, so that's what I stared at in the van. Right, so, get picked up super early in the morning. I gave you guys the image of this old dude, well, not old either. He's like in his 50s, right? A dad. And I would always sit in the back. I'd polite, by the way. Like I said, good morning, how you doing? His dad loved classical music. He'd blare literally like Symphony No. 7 for the 30-minute ride to high school in the morning. His son was a nerd, but would be like, Dad, man, we don't want to listen to this. Not gonna lie, even though I'd like to think I was a cool guy, I loved it. One of my favorite memories of high school was being driven to school listening to classical music. I'm not kidding. What the hell's wrong with me, dude? So I'm giving you guys kind of like an understanding here, an idea of what this, we're building out the situation for you, right? Give you a little bit of the story of the situation and how things were. So it's dark, whatever, we're driving, classical music is playing. Now there's someone else in the car as well. And it was his daughter. His daughter, so if I was in grade 9, was 2 years older. I am disparaging myself as well, right? High school is tough on everybody. Let's be real. Especially in those grades as technically middle school, right? We don't have middle school in Canada. We're all rough, right? This kid's a bit of a nerd. I'd like to think I'm the cool guy, but still just horrible. Acne everywhere. Just no idea what's going on. So I essentially have no right also like criticizing or even in my head thinking, oh, this kid's a nerd. But his son, this is another thing, side note, I loved his son. Like not in that way either, but just a great guy. Just a really nice dude. Always had good rapport with him. Always was super nice to him. Guy didn't have a lot of friends, so I had like a super couple of core group of like computery nerdy friends or whatever. But I was always really nice to him. Liked him. Super nice guy. So either way, had a good rapport with him. I'm like giving you the lay of the land and so you can get in your mind like what I'm looking at in the back of this van. It was like oh God. Okay, this thing. This is literally the car I was being driven. Can you even see that? How do I make it bigger? This right here. And then they upgraded in grade 10 to this. This is the van I was sitting in the back of. Okay, I was in the back left. I always go in the back left. The son was in the front left. The daughter was in the front right. The son was a disgusting mess. The dad was a balding, disgusting mess. This is not a glamorous car ride, right? There's nothing here that would titillate anybody. The daughter, bit of a wildebeest. That's fine. You could be a wildebeest. It's okay. I can't get canceled again, so it's fine. I've admitted that, I was a wildebeest of my own right. Everybody was an early high school wildebeest. I was grade 8, grade 9, so she would have been grade 10 or grade 11. She had the maddest glow up ever for grade 12, bro. Like, legit. So went from wildebeest to, like, genuinely, she was like Avril Lavigne. Grade 11 into grade 12. Grade 12, she turned into, like, holy... I think this is Avril Lavigne, and I love these van rides. This is the best ride of my life. Because I also went to a Catholic high school where everybody wears skirts, kilts. The greatest. Except not when you are a hormonal 9th grader. Okay? When the grade 11 and grade 12s are all wearing hiked up skirts, your brain starts fucking losing its mind. Nevertheless, to just reel you guys back in a little bit here, okay? To get you guys back into the storyline. This is grade 9, grade 8, grade 9. She's in her wildebeest phase. I'm in my puberty phase, losing my mind, don't know who I am. Son's in the same thing, but on the nerdy side of things. Early morning classical music playing, absolutely nothing that would get you excited. Everybody's depressed, obviously, because you're going to school, you don't know who you are, you hate yourself, you hate your parents, you hate everyone. I got fucking chemistry in the morning. What am I doing? Learning about molecules. I don't fucking care. This is not going to help me. Everybody. I hate Catholic school. I got to go to fucking goddamn church when I don't give a. I've just fapped 17 times last night to Janet Jackson. Now I got to go to church and pretend like I'm a good Christian boy. I don't know what's happening. Who am I? That right there is the van ride. The worst thing I remember of high school was, and this was 20 minutes ago when I mentioned this, but anyways, was not unexpected, definitely, unsolicited boners. Dude, can puberty please for every male out there? Random boners that were raging. Dude, you know the van I'm in. There's nothing there that does anything for anyone. If anything, what's going on in the van makes your ZZ want to shrink away to nothingness, right? That's normally what would happen, but not for this stupid idiot. And it would always be the same time. You want to know why? Because everything's fine. I'm depressed, sad, whatever. Everything sucks. 5 minute pulling off the highway, just getting towards the fucking goddamn road towards the school. All of a sudden, little Timmy wants to say hi. I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes. I'm fighting with myself. Sweaty vag, sweaty nuts, old man nuts, saggy balls, old lady boobs. Doesn't work. Ha ha ha. So by the time we pull into the school, and of course the dad being the sweetheart that he is, he pulls in all the way to the front of the school, right at the front, pull in with this stupid van, the doors swing open. Every morning, rager little Timmy down below for Nick28T. Oh, dude, I tried tucking that in my belt. I tried tucking it into my, belly. Bro, madness. And you know what saved me? Is thank God I was in our high school football team, soccer team. Would get those, those, big gym bags? So the cool way to wear the gym bag is almost like a man purse. You wear it across your shoulder and the gym bag is on the back. You walk through school thinking you're cool, even as a grade 9 with zits everywhere. You still think you're cool, whatever. I wouldn't. I would get out of the van and pretend my knee hurt, dude. Get out of the van. So this is the zone, right? If you're sitting like that, you don't want to be standing like this, because if you got a rager, the whole school thinks you're a psycho, and then you probably get put to the office and then maybe expelled because you're walking around with a raging ZZ boner, right? So you do this, 100 meters or whatever it is towards your school. Who the f is sitting here like this? Hey guys, how's it going? Well, what the fuck? So what I would do is I would take the gym bag. When you get out of the car, you take that gym bag and you put it here. Now, it is a little bit weird that your gym bag, instead of resting here, is kind of resting like this. But nobody really asks too many questions. So you just have your gym bag like this, and you walk like this, and you pretend like you're searching in your gym bag for some of your schoolwork or whatever. And the pure stress of the situation causes Mr. Slightly bigger than little Timmy in that moment. And that was my life hack in high school. Now, did a lot of my friends in the football team always be like, hey man, why are you always walking with your gym bag on? Isn't that weird? When you're walking with your gym bag and you're just kicking your gym bag because it's in the front, why don't you just do it like the rest of us and wear it in the back? And I'd run away crying, but worked out pretty good. So long story short, for that guy that resubbed or donated bits, what was that? 36 minutes ago, he says, any puberty advice? There you go. I don't know what happened there, and I don't know if any of that helped you, but you're welcome. God bless. And thank you, Jesus, for random boners.